Talk about icons. Tyler Perry, right?
Yes.
He is an icon. You know him as Medea, all kinds of stuff. But this guy's a big-time movie producer. He owns his own music studio. He just wrote a movie. He directed a movie. It's called A Fall from Grace. Check it out.
Get the CDs in the right light. And the best lighting in the room is right here.
Hey,
Hey,
these are beautiful.
so are you.
Thank you. Tell me something. I mean, I know you've had many young women. I was just wondering, why me?
Shouldn't the question be, why not you?
I was falling hard. I didn't even know that a man could be that perfect.
Will you marry me?
It was a whirlwind. It was the happiest time of my life. That's when everything I knew shattered.
Crystal Fox isn't that happy now. She's in prison because she's been accused of murdering this guy who came into her life. So she's divorced, she's middle-aged, and this guy comes along, and oh boy, he answers all her romantic questions. And it turns out this guy might be, what do you say, a sleazeball?
Uh-oh.
Something
Okay,
like that.
all right.
It's always the man, as the comedian just said. It's always the man.
Jimmy and I are going to sit here and accept that. So Tyler Perry is in the movie, he plays an attorney, and he also directs the movie. He also wrote the movie. He also did it at his own studios that he has in Atlanta. And I had a chance to talk to Crystal Fox and him in New York City, a little bit about A Fall from Grace. You were unbelievable.
Oh, well, thank you.
It was fantastic. Thank you very much for that. And I got to ask you, what's it like directing? It's almost like directing two characters in this movie, isn't it?
Yeah, but I tell you, it's so easy when you're working with somebody like Crystal Fox. She's brilliant. This was her first time ever having a leading role, and the genius of what she is. I just let her do what she does. So I'm hoping that everybody in Hollywood gets a chance to see this talent and know that this is who should be on a lot of these screens. She's incredible.
Well, the crowd really enjoyed it, and it was, I tell you, they were really into it. And time came in the film, we're not giving anything away, where there was a gasp.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, where people really get something. And do you think that has to do a little bit with like the empathy that's involved in this character?
I think they felt for her, right?
I
Right?
think so. I absolutely do. Yeah. Yeah, and the things that happen to her, they're like rooting for her, happy for her at times. But yeah.
Yeah, and they know the story. The audience knows the story. They know what's going on because they got a chance to see it
Yeah.
all along the way.
Yes.
The jury doesn't know, so it's a different thing in that sense.
And in a way, don't you think it's an indictment of the justice system a little bit?
You know, I wasn't going there when I was writing it, but to a point, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Because the lawyer comes in, you got a problem, and it's like,
Yeah.
the boss wants to erase the problem and
Yeah.
get rid of it.
Yeah.
So we see a lot of that.
Yeah, but you have to also remember she was trying to protect her family, too. What she's
Yeah.
trying doing what she thought was right, so yes, for sure.
You know, it's really funny too. It's great storytelling because it is complex, and you think you're onto the string,
Yeah.
And
all
you're
of a-
not.
and all of a sudden you're snapped off, and
Yeah.
you got to like figure it out for yourself.
That was one of my favorite things is to witness. Sometimes when people think they know what a conclusion is, the audience kind of settles into the end is near, and they don't know the end.
Yeah.
And by the end of our film, it just keeps ratcheting up, and then people are screaming. I love that.
Yeah, it feels like you're watching a whodunit, but it's really not a whodunit. What drives the story, you think?
Well, first of all, the acting. I think having her and Felicia Rashad and Makad Brooks and Brescia Webb, and you feel for all the characters and their stories, and they're moving through this moment. So I
Yeah.
think the actors are really moving the story along.
I love your shot at the millennials.
Yeah.
It's that millennial thing. So tell me about your perspective on the millennial thing. I mean,
You know-
here you were in this big studio. You got all these people working for you.
No. For him, for that character, he has a disdain for people who comes into the public defender's office and leave
Right.
right away. But for me, the kids that I'm seeing, the ones that are coming to work for me, I'm pretty impressed. Yeah, and because when you come into my doors and work for me, you got to hustle. And the kids
Yeah.
that I'm finding, I'm very impressed with them. Great work ethic.
I bet you had a great time doing this too.
I really did, but I've worked on the have and have not, so I know the tempo and the speed,
Yeah.
and I was blessed to be around my crew still, and so they were all happy for me to be in this leading position. So it was wonderful.
I feel like I'm in a wild position because I remember talking to you many years ago. You talking about putting your career together and fighting to get to the top, sleeping in his car on the way to get there.
Yeah.
And now you have one of the most beautiful operations in the world in Atlanta, your own studios.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm so grateful, man. I'm so grateful for the town, for the people, for the work, for just my audience more than anything. I'm so grateful for
And
that.
how about Netflix? Isn't this a great stage for so many people now?
Absolutely.
Yeah, great stage. Around the world, they get to see it and they can all turn it on at the same time. I'm so excited about
And
it.
they can watch it over and over again. That's what I love about it.
I love that, and the opportunities for writers, actors,
Yeah.
directors, everybody.
Absolutely.
Netflix,
Really.
go. Hey,
Yes,
thank you very
Netflix.
much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Great to see you,
Great
sir.
Absolutely.
Thank
Great
you
to
very
see
much.
you. Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you. Felicia Rashad, Cicely Tyson, a lot of people in the movie.
Man, okay.
Yeah, and you can see it on Netflix. So that's on Friday. That's tomorrow.
okay.
You can go on
That's
Netflix,
exciting.
and if you're on the Netflix program, you can just watch this
Netflix
movie.
is taking
I will watch
over.
it.
Yeah, you can see it when you want to. And The Irishman was on Netflix. They had 8 Oscar nominations this week. So, I mean, there are a lot of great movies there. And it was interesting to talk to him, too. The irony of his studio, which is bigger than the Hollywood studios now, brand new and beautiful, was he bought it. It was a former Confederate naval base.
Wow.
Is that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Good for him. Wow, times
Yeah.
have changed.
So it's pretty cool. There you go. You can see it tomorrow on Netflix.
Looks like it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's fun.